snacks.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? It's your boy Gage here. Loaded Snacks, hashtag ICYMI, which of course is just in case you missed it, which happens to be last week's news. Let's get right to it.
Number 1.
Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice released last week to mixed reviews. Critics seem to have issues with it, while fans seem to be loving it. As of this filming, Rotten Tomatoes has it listed at a 29%, but the audience rating is a 79. Now, I find this very interesting. Usually, the audience and critics, like, they're not anywhere near that far off. So, I don't know if that means fans just feel like, yep, I've been waiting for this, I want this, this needs to happen. And critics are just tearing it apart from a very critical aspect in terms of maybe it's just the way the movie is shot or the way the movie is made or cuts or I don't know. I have my own opinion, but I'm gonna save it. You'll have to come back for it.
Number 2.
According to a Japanese publication called the Nikkei Report, Nintendo will stop production on the Wii U by the end of 2016. Now, this is not altogether surprising considering the constant chatter about Nintendo's new system, codenamed NX, but it certainly leads to more speculation about when we will actually see the NX. So, rumors about the NX have been around for a while. As a matter of fact, there were just some more rumors about controllers and things like that. That's already been proven that that's not correct, but I just think people are hungry for any information about the NX. People want to know what Nintendo is doing, how it's going to affect what they're currently doing, and people who did make the leap of faith and buy a Wii U, who are probably questioning why they bought a Wii U, want to know if they really are going to lose support for that system. So right now, who knows? Word on the street is we're looking at maybe early 2017, but I wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo would like to get out in front of that and have something ready by holiday. Not at all. But we'll see. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment below. Are you excited about NX? I don't know if I am or not yet. Coop, you excited about NX?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Number 3.
In sadder news, actor-comedian Gary Shandling passed away at age 66. Most recently, Shandling was seen as a member of Hydra in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. We unfortunately also lost one of hip-hop's greats in Phife Dawg of A Tribe Called Quest. His contributions to the culture will never be forgotten, and both will be sorely missed. Rest in peace. Look, growing up, I watched a lot of the Gary Shandling show. I probably shouldn't have been watching the Gary Shandling show. And I didn't follow once he went to like the Larry Sanders show. But I actually really enjoyed Gary Shandling and his style of comedy. As far as A Tribe Called Quest and Phife Dawg goes, my heart is hurting right now. I absolutely love hip-hop, and hip-hop is a part of this geek culture that I embrace so heavily. It's what I like to listen to if I'm playing a racing game, a driving game, whatever. And one of my favorite hip-hop songs of all time is, in fact, Electric Relaxation. If you don't know any other part, you know I like 'em brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Name is Phife Dawg from the Zulu Nation. That's it. That's what you need to know. I'm gonna miss you.
Number 4.
Netflix has stepped up to the plate to take the blame for throttling your video speeds on both Verizon and AT&T's wireless networks, and has been doing so for 5 years. The streaming giant says it's for your own good, as their intervention is protecting consumers from exceeding mobile data caps. This is very interesting. Essentially what happened was people began to blame Verizon and AT&T for the fact that they weren't seeing like the full quality of their streams when they were watching video on their mobile platforms. And Netflix essentially jumped out and said, nah, it's not them, it's us. We're doing it, and we're doing it on purpose. we're actually saving you money by keeping you from going over your data limits or what have you. I mean, supposedly what the plan is for some subscribers on some networks, there's going to be an update for Netflix for your mobile phone or what have you that will actually allow you to choose if you would like to forego some of your viewing quality so that you can stream more, or choose not to. It's not going to be across the board, but it's supposed to be coming next month. Let me know how you feel about this. Honestly, at this point, if they've been doing it for 5 years and nobody noticed until now, I don't think it's that deep. But I don't watch Netflix on my phone either, so I like the big screen. Let me know.
Number 5.
On the heels of Microsoft announcing that the Xbox may have upgrades and iterations during this console cycle, rumors have begun to swirl about a new version of the PlayStation 4. Being called the PlayStation 4.5 or the PlayStation 4K, this version is said to have an upgraded GPU that will allow the system to output games in full 4K. Currently, the PS4 can output video in 4K, but not games. This is a very interesting thing. I don't know if this is a direct response to the fact that Microsoft is saying that there will probably be iterations that will improve what the system can do over time, but currently what it looks like the game industry may be going for is something very similar to what you find in iPhones, or almost in any cell phone, where you go from an iPhone 5 and then they release like a 5S, and so it's got a few bells and whistles that the other one didn't have, but it's essentially the same one. It's not the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 7. Part of why this is interesting is because with game hardware, it's people, that's a huge investment for a lot of people, and so whether or not that's going to be something that's going to be parts that you can swap out, that'll be USB, or you have to buy a whole new system, still remains to be seen. But having an increased GPU might be a really smart move for Sony to make with the coming PlayStation VR, because currently with the VR there's this box that you have to have that's it almost looks like a mini PlayStation 4 that has to be attached to the system so that it can output the screen to the visor and to your television at the same time. And maybe all of that with a newer GPU can be housed within one system and you won't need that piece. Could also mean a reduced price for the PlayStation VR in future iterations. Obviously it remains to be seen. Some people may feel burnt. Clearly people are still buying PlayStation 4s right now, but that's tech. If you buy now, there's going to be a new version coming. So maybe they're going to push that trade-in industry, and it'll be something that happens with systems. Let me know what you guys think. Drop us a line, drop us a comment. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to go and check us out on our podcast. We're available on iTunes. Just search Loading Snacks. We're also available on Stitcher or anywhere else that you get your podcast news and information. With that, I'm Gage. I'm out. Toodles and lose.
What's going on, everybody out there? Sin here with Loaded Snacks. I want to talk to you about a little project I got going on. I'm doing myself. I'm trying to watch 52 animes in 52 weeks. Calling it the 52 and 52. Just doing it as a way to catapult myself back in the anime, which I love so much, when I've kind of stepped away from for a while to catch up on other stuff, but I'm back in the full blast, and this is a way to help me get there quickly as possible. So I'm starting it. I started at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to the end of the year. So far what I have completed is Naruto Shippuden. I was about 100 episodes behind and 2 movies behind, so I took the time, caught all the way up on that. I watched Free, both seasons, Kill La Kill, the whole thing in its entirety. Kuroko's Basketball, all 75 episodes, 3 seasons. Yowamushi's Pedal, both seasons of that. Haikyuu, both seasons of that as well. Looking forward to the 3rd one when it comes out in fall. I've just finished Another. I have finished Eden of the East and both movies. And I have finished the film Redline this week. And I'm getting ready to start Prince of Tennis, which is 178 episodes. Also, like 2 OVAs specials that are like 13 episodes apiece, and at least a movie. So by the time I'm back next week to to talk about this. I'll give you an update of where I'm at in the show, what's going on. Follow me, comment, watch the shows with me as I'm making this journey to get to the end of the year and watch all 52 animes. And I'm picking them randomly. Films, long running, short running, doesn't matter, all genres, just trying to catch up on all the big ones that I might have missed as soon as possible. So with that, follow me on all the social networking sites and follow Loading Snacks on all the social networking sites so you can stay tuned with what's going on in my 52 and 52. And with that, I'm out.
Do you want more snacks? Check out the Loading Snacks podcast, Snacking and Hanging. Now available on iTunes and Stitcher. If that's not enough, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Loading Snacks.
Loading Snacks.
What it do, Loading Snacks universe? It's your boy NuJoker, and you know what? It's that time of year again. WrestleMania is right around the corner on April 3rd, so I'm gonna bring to you right now the current card of what we got going on for the show. So kicking it off, we're gonna have Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This is the third one. Long story short, think of the Royal Rumble crunched down into all of the matter of 15-20 minutes, just throwing people over the ring, over the apron, one after the other, and we get the winner at the end of that. Kicking off the show, I'm sure we'll probably have, looking at the Usos versus the Dudley Boys. Kind of, I guess you could say, the past meets the present on current tag teams that we have going on. Another tag team match that's going to come up. We have the New Day versus the League of Nations. Now, with this one, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work out. I don't think the titles are being defended because it's, as of now, it seems like it's going to be 3-on-4. So that one, we'll see how that one kind of plays out. Also, we got on the card, we got Kalisto versus Ryback, and Kalisto will be defending his title against Ryback in this match. So this one will probably be kind of a straightforward match. I don't think we'll see too much anything over the top on this one. Next up, of course, we have the Divas Championship match. Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Sasha Banks go at it. Now, this will be the first time in a while that I think we have a super awesome Divas match at WrestleMania that's going to be worth watching. I would recommend you guys don't go to the bathroom during this. This is going to be something that you'll actually want to keep your eyes on for the whole entire time. Another match we got coming up, Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. So if you guys haven't been up on last Raw for a few weeks, Shane O'Mac himself has returned, and he's gotten himself landed in some hot water with The Undertaker. And it's not only a regular match, it is a Hell in a Cell. So Undertaker's already been in a couple of these, so I think, man, Undertaker's got the advantage here. But if you've seen, you know how Shane McMahon rolls, you know this man doesn't play any games when he gets in the ring. Then probably my personal favorite match of the night, we got Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar in a no-holds-barred match. So anything goes in this match. You already know Brock Lesnar's a beast as it is, so he doesn't really need weapons, but give him weapons, all hell's gonna break loose. And Dean Ambrose, this man is crazy. Personally, he's now been passed the torch from the man Mick Foley himself. The other night on Raw, as just as a signal to this really truly happening, Mick Foley gave this man the bat wrapped in barbed wire. Like, I think that's probably the best passing of the torch I think we've actually seen on the show itself. And at the end of WrestleMania, the big match of them all, Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, this match I think has been in the works now for a good amount of time. These two guys inside of the ring, they hate each other, so expect to see some bloodshed, I think, because these guys are going to go at it pretty... it's going to be bad. Let's just put it that way. But as of now, that's what we got lined up going on for WrestleMania. I'm sure we'll see a few more things pop up. If you guys like what you saw right now, if you got any other comments yourselves about WrestleMania, make sure drop down here at the bottom, let me know, and we'll let you know how everything goes from there. But until then, I'll see you guys at WrestleMania.
What it do? Snackers and snackettes. It's your boy Gage. It's your boy Gage here. Coops on my left.
Ooh. I don't know. I just felt like it.
Nah, it was like
NuJoker, I guess.
Now you know. Yep. With the trio. We want to talk a little bit about Batman versus Superman.
Batman.
Dawn of Justice.
We did take the time to go see
Yes, we did.
all 2
We
hours and
definitely did.
31 minutes of it.
Yes.
The trailers were pretty good.
They were. They were very good.
Let's talk the movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Let's do this let me just have your overall impression first. What is your overall impression in like 3 words? Tricky.
Very.
That's 2 words.
Okay-ish. Not really.
That was 3 words.
Yep.
That was 3 words.
Yours?
Damn it, Coop.
You stole my 3 words.
I want to say it was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Okay. I'll take okay as 1 word. I agree. I feel exactly the same way. It was okay.
Okay. I was counting your
Don't do that.
Not syllable. Words.
Yeah. You start first. Tell me where you are on the film
Okay.
as a whole. 'Cause you're kind of back and forth, right?
I'm back and forth. When I left the theater, first of all, I literally booed.
He did. Sitting next to you.
Boo. That's
Wait,
what happened.
and a thumbs down.
And a
you
thumbs
did
down.
both.
I boo all
You
of
did
it.
that. Yep.
But as I went home and went to sleep with my maple bacon.
Terrible.
You're the only one.
No.
Let me take these off.
I had a chance to think about the movie again, and I was thinking maybe it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I am going to see it again in IMAX theater. Maybe I'll get a whole nother second opinion, but as my opinion stands right now, I am literally like fencing it, like back and forth. But I'm
Between whether it's good or it's not,
Yes.
or whether it's okay.
Okay.
Because you said okay.
it's such a confusing movie. Like okay. It was all over the place, and it was a sloppy Joe. One bread was Batman, the other bread was Superman, and this mesh of stuff in the middle. Some of it was good, but it's not good for you.
What?
Hey, listen, wait. I'm gonna let y'all think on that. We're just gonna. NuJoker.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way now as you did when we saw it at first?
I still feel the same.
Okay, me too.
So there were parts in there that, you know what, I was cool to see. So the biggest thing I think we were all cool is same thing. We've seen the trio in a commercial, but seeing them actually on screen together was absolutely dope.
Definitely.
Before you go any
Go ahead.
further, I just want you guys to know that we're gonna do our best to keep this spoiler free.
We're gonna
do a
try.
spoiler version
We're
a
gonna
little
try.
later, but this is
I was saying Wonder Woman got her shots in close
Okay.
to the end. I really like the way that they did Wonder Woman in there.
okay.
I like Batfleck. Now,
Okay.
I will say still not my favorite, but I think he did a good job
Who's your
as
favorite?
out of the 3 of them, or you mean out of the Batman?
Out of all the yeah.
I'm gonna say my favorite still to this day will still be Keaton.
Yeah.
It still will be Keaton. Like
Best.
Christian Bale is right there just because I like, and I know you and I know your thing about the trilogy, but personally me, I still love the Dark Knight setup. But
I got you.
Michael Keaton still hands down is my favorite.
Okay.
Other than that, there was still some parts in the movie that were they were kind of weird. I don't want to maybe not say, I guess you could say out of place, but it was kind of like a weird jump. Like you go from a scene to a dream, and not like in the Arrow type of sense of the flashback kind of thing.
Where you know it's a flashback in the show, and in this one you were kind of like.
Well, I think that's kind of the point, though. Some of it was there were moments that actually there are like a couple of jump scare moments in there, which I don't know that they actually belong. That's my opinion. Here's how I want to run this down. Here's how I feel. The trailers show too much. So much of what would have or could have been very good or would have been great surprises, we had already seen. That's the first thing. 2, Affleck. I'm only bringing this up because it's an important thing, because it's been done over and over and over again. Affleck was okay. He was average. He didn't bring anything new to the role. He didn't do anything different. I don't really like Bruce Wayne as a character. I think he has changed a lot over the years in terms of comics, but you know, Batman is Batman. He has that stupid sounding voice that I always make fun of. Like, say what you want, but that voice is always made fun of in some way, shape, or form. I like the way they did it in this film, but I didn't personally feel like this version of Bruce Wayne was that big a deal. I don't think it's better than other roles I've seen Affleck do. I'm gonna put it to you that way. It's better than Daredevil. But
just get that out of the way.
Yeah, Cavill, he's okay. Again, I'm not a major fan of this particular Superman, but he did the deed. He played the role. Cool. Wonder Woman. I was pleasantly surprised by Gal Gadot and what she did in this role. I actually think I like her better outside of her Wonder Woman garb as Diana Prince more than I actually like her as Wonder Woman. However, there's the scene. I'm gonna ruin it, but yeah, Wonder Woman does do her thing. I do like that. Eisenberg. Jesse Eisenberg's version of Lex Luthor, in my opinion, is a disappointment. He is not cool, calm, or calculated, which is the way I like Luthor. He is calculated, but he's not calm or cool. He seems more like a jittery kid who needs to be on medicine. He needs medication, and he's a lot more like the Joker.
And that's what I was about to say. And I did like that, but at the same time, it's like, that's the Joker.
Yeah, if he was playing the Joker, okay.
That's the Joker.
But he wasn't.
Yeah, I personally say Riddler. Like, if it was the excitement.
But the Riddler's even the Riddler's not like he's not like that. The Riddler is actually kind of collected and whatever. He just is scrawny and geeky, but not necessarily like, you know.
He was all over the place, just like you said.
I think the idea was they wanted to try to give us a different version or a different type of Lex Luthor. Cool. By all means, I don't think nothing out of him doing it. To me, it was okay, but it wasn't like what Lex Luthor that we really kind of expected.
I'll put it to you this way. If they had dropped Lex Luthor in a vat of acid and he became the Joker, I would have been like, that makes sense. That makes sense. And that's not good. So I didn't like it. Does that mean Jesse Eisenberg didn't do a good job of acting in the film? Not at all. No. He was a great actor. He has a really, really brilliant monologue towards the end of the film that I really like. But not satisfied with him as Luthor. And so for me, the film was okay. It's got good action. It's got a decent story that is a little tattered and is kind of all over the place, but worth seeing. The movie is worth seeing. Wasn't a waste of money.
No, not by any means.
Way more money than just on my ticket. I bought like 4 or 5 of them. But I don't feel like that was wasted at all. So that's what I'll say. The movie was okay, but I will put it to you this way, and I open this to the floor. If you can give me a Marvel Cinematic Universe movie that this is better than, I would welcome that. Try it. Can you? It's difficult.
It is difficult. I have a movie, but
it doesn't count. If it's one thing of it doesn't count.
It balances.
I don't actually think that this movie is better than any of those, and this is their heavy hitters, and that's a problem for me. This is their big dudes. This is it. This is the trifecta. So I just feel like it was.
I needed a little bit more.
It was mediocre for who those characters are.
It was.
That's how I feel about it.
Now I will say this: I am still gonna go see it in IMAX. Now, I do want to do that.
That's cool.
Just to see a little bit of the difference. It's not going to really change anything, but I just want to get the experience from it.
You want to see it?
Because I will say, the fight scenes, the action scenes, they were pretty good. They were pretty good.
Cool.
So seeing them in IMAX screen,
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. I'm definitely going to see it in IMAX, and because, like I said, I mean, my overall is just that it was a good movie, but just it was a bad movie with like good, cool stuff, pretty much.
all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are our unspoilered. Is that a word?
We did it. We did it.
Unspoilered comments on Batman vs Superman. Let us know what you think. Drop us a comment. Tell us how you felt. With that, we're out. Toodles and Loos.
Okay, so the other day, I walked past my TV like I always do, and there's some old movie on. But this time was different. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a 4K TV in the house now. And Avatar was on TV. And I literally did a double take because I was like, this looks beyond amazing. And then I thought about it. I was like, I don't know what I have in my house right now. This makes everything so much better. So I literally, put it on the playlist, hit record, and I just sat down and I watched Avatar like I've never seen it before. And I sat there and I'm thinking like everything is so blue. Like it's just so beautiful. It's like this world. I need to be in it. So then I go to the cabinet and I open it up, dust off the Blu-rays, and I'm like, I'm about to watch every single one of these movies on this 4K TV because it's just phenomenal. So I think that's the thing that I'm gonna start giving you guys. I'm gonna start giving you guys reviews on just how good the quality could actually be when you have, I guess, a 4K TV, even if it's surround sound or anything like that. I just find it simply amazing how the things that you watch like hundreds and thousands of times, you could walk past it every day. But like me personally, I was like, I need to watch Avatar because I see what this picture is doing. I see what the sound is doing. I need this in my life. And first of all, if you haven't seen Avatar, go watch Avatar. It's a whole new world, Aladdin style. Like, just check it out. And visually, beautiful movie. But that 4K just, I was in there. I had a tail. I was blue. I was in there. It was beautiful. And I will give you guys more details and more movie news next week. See you later.
Loading snacks.